hi everyone. This is Danielle. She is a doula. She goes by Danny the doula. Let's see here. She has actually encapsulated all four of my placentas. So that's exciting. And we can talk about that maybe next month. Maybe I can have her back to talk about encapsulating placentas. But for right now, we're going to talk about doula and like what a doula is and just some common questions that people have. And if you have any questions while we are on here, please put them in the comments and I will try to see the questions and answer them along the way if anybody has any. Okay, so Danielle, what does a doula do? Like, what are some reasons that people would hire a doula?
Yeah, so doulas support people during the birthing process. Typically, I am hired by a family, usually in their second trimester, but I've had people hire me as soon as they see pregnant on a stick, and I've had people hire me a week past their guest date. So there is wiggle room to hire a doula. It's never too late unless you're literally giving birth or the baby is out.
Right.
But a birth doula helps support a pregnant mama by giving them information, physical support, just really being a big cheerleader, kind of, is how I like to describe myself, or else I say I'm a tour guide. If there's a fork in the road, I help you get the information necessary so that you can figure out what path you want to go on. I never fully suggest things. It's all of the families coming to the conclusion of what they want to do.
I like that, the tour guide, how you guide them or give them the information and then they take it and do with it what they want. Do you have any special training or did you go to?
So I'm trained through DONA, which is Doulas of North America. To be a doula, you don't have to be certified, but I did choose to go the certification route. So I have that training, and then I also am spinning babies certified. So if your baby's in a funky position, I know different tools and tips to help get baby back into an optimal position. I've also taken so many continuing education classes. So I have aromatherapy for birth and acupressure for birth. I'm not a massage therapist or anything, but I know some areas that feel great to be massaged or have some muscles loosened up during labor. So I'd say they're probably the biggest ones.
Okay. I didn't even know like the spinning baby, like that sort of training. That is so cool. So not everyone has the same training, but that is cool. Those are great questions that people can ask their doula. You know, hey, do you have training in this or any special training? I love that. That's great. Does a doula provide support prior to childbirth and after childbirth?
Yes. So I usually tell people the second that they hire me, I'm their doula. I'm available for questions, someone to vent to, just really someone to get to know you and just enjoy the journey along with you. So that's why it's always fun when people hire me right away, because then I go through the whole process. It's still special when I'm with people that have later guest dates or they're close to their guest date. But it's really nice to have that extra bond.
Yeah. So do you also support families postpartum as well?
I do. So I am trained in postpartum. That is separate from being a birth doula. So that's a separate training. I did not get certified in it just because my main path is placenta encapsulation and birth doula. But if I'm working with a family and they want me as their postpartum doula, I will do it. But there are other postpartum doulas in the Twin Cities. and all over.
So would a postpartum doula help support maybe breastfeeding, or is it
Absolutely.
more? Okay.
Yep. Helping with feedings. Some people do both nighttime and daytime. I do both. So usually daytime is 4-hour shifts, and I'm helping with meal prep and light cleaning. And really the goal of being a postpartum doula is to have the baby and parents bonding. So I'm not totally just, I think
Right.
people might get it confused with a nanny. I'm not a nanny.
Right.
I'm there for you to help support, just have a good postpartum time.
Okay. Yeah. Are all doulas the same? I think we kind of already answered that a little bit, but
I'd say there are similarities. A doula is a doula, but then there's specialties, and it's really just some people have different niches that they hold on to.
right.
And that's why it's good to know what you want, or really talk with a doula ahead of time and see if that's the right path for you.
Right. Can a doula attend different types of birth, like C-section, home births, and a hospital birth?
Yes, doulas attend all births.
Okay. How does a doula support during a C-section?
I'm sorry, it cut out. What did you say?
How does a doula support during a C-section?
Oh, sure. So that one is going to be multiple answers, because some C-sections are scheduled, others are a surprise surgical birth. So for people that are having scheduled surgical births, I would go with the hospital ahead of time and get them just relaxed and ready to have this baby party. So I'll do some aromatherapy or relaxation techniques. And then once the mom goes back to the OR, usually the partner doesn't go back for the initial placement of the spinal or epidural, whatever they're having for their numbing medication. So I stay with the partner, and then I'll try to joke around, because partners can get kind of nervous at that time. They don't know what's going to happen. And then once everything's placed on the mom, then I go back with the partner, and that's a good time for me to explain what's going on. Since usually there's a curtain, you can request a clear curtain at most hospitals, but a lot of people choose not to, which is fine. So I'll explain what's happening, and then I usually have a really good vantage point, and I can take pictures when baby comes out. And then once baby is born, I'm just kind of there holding the space. And sometimes if the mom has a longer recovery, I'll stay with the mom, and the partner can be with the baby. So then no one's separated. There's always someone there for each other.
Yeah, that's helpful. That's definitely
Usually
helpful.
for unplanned surgical births, I'm just there again as a calming support, just holding the space and letting everyone know what's happening, and just coming up with things that that fork in the road, trying to find the path that they need, and telling them that you're doing great. So again, that cheerleader role
You
comes
got
in.
this.
Yep.
Yeah. Can a doula provide medical advice?
No. So we're non-medical. We can help you get information pertaining to what medical advice you're wanting, but I can't ever medically suggest something for you, if that makes sense.
Yep. Perfect. So I don't know if you can tell us any stories or anything like that. But if you can, is there a most exciting or intense or crazy birth story that you have for us?
I've been to a lot of births. So, I mean, they're all very special and some can be very intense in different ways. But I think probably my most just, I don't know, mind blown moment was when I was a doula for a home birth. And I actually beat the midwifery team by about 10 minutes. And in that 10 minutes, the baby was born. So
Wow.
I caught the baby, which doulas do not do.
Right.
So it was just me and the parents alone for 10 minutes. So I'd say that was probably the most intense
Yeah.
for everyone in the
Yeah.
room.
Our adrenaline was probably pumping.
Oh, yes.
How fun. Yes. All right. So I don't have any other questions for you. And I want to thank you for coming on with me tonight. And hopefully we can get you back on here next month to talk a little bit more about placenta encapsulation, something that I am very familiar with. And so, yeah, that's all. Thank you, Danielle.
Wonderful. Thank you.